Preview.
Special Counsel Robert Mueller after a closed meeting with members of the Senate Judiciary Committee in June. Alex Wong at the Images senators introduced two bipartisan bills last week to block President Trump from firing Robert Mueller, the special counsel in the Russian election tampering investigation. Both bills mean well, but both miss the mark. While they provide Mr. Mueller with a modicum of job security, they do not prevent President Trump from interfering with the investigation. Under Justice Department regulations, the Attorney General can remove Mr. Mueller for misconduct, dereliction of duty, incapacity, conflict of interest, or for other good cause, including violation of departmental policies. That seems like a high bar, but there's a catch. The Attorney General's decision to remove Mr. Mueller cannot be challenged in court. And because the removal provision is found in a regulation rather than a statute passed by Congress, it can be modified by the Trump administration. The bills seek to strengthen the regulatory restrictions on firing the special counsel. One of them, introduced by Senators Tom Tillis, Republican of North Carolina, and Chris Coons, Democrat of Delaware, would codify the regulatory removal standard, which means that the Trump administration could not modify the removal restrictions unilaterally. The Tillis-Coons bill would also allow the special counsel to challenge his removal in court. A panel of 3 federal judges would have 14 days to decide whether removal was proper. If the panel disagreed with the Attorney General's decision, it could reinstate the special counsel immediately. Another bill, introduced by Lindsey Graham, Republican of South Carolina, and Cory Booker, Democrat of New Jersey, would go a step further. If the Attorney General wanted to remove the special counsel, he would first have to seek pre-approval from a 3-judge panel. The special counsel could be fired only after the panel found that the removal criteria had been met. Under both bills, the 3-judge panel's ruling could be directly appealed to the Supreme Court. While both bills are likely to face constitutional objections, we think that they're likely to pass judicial muster. In the 1988 case Morrison v. Olson, the Supreme Court blessed a similar removal provision in the independent counsel statute. The problem with the new bills is not that they are unconstitutional, it is that they are ineffectual. While they make it harder for Mr. Trump to fire Mr. Mueller, they still allow the president and his subordinates to obstruct the investigation in countless other ways. The roots of Mr. Mueller's vulnerability date back to the middle of 1999. At the time, most Democrats thought that Kenneth Starr, the independent counsel investigating various allegations against President Bill Clinton, abused his power. And many Republicans believed that the independent counsel who investigated Reagan administration officials involved in the Iran-Contra affair had also gone too far. When the independent counsel statute came up for renewal, lawmakers from both parties decided to let it lapse. In its place, President Clinton's Justice Department issued a new set of regulations allowing the Attorney General to appoint a special counsel to investigate administration officials accused of misconduct. Those rules put the special counsel on a short leash. They require the special counsel to notify the Attorney General at least 3 days before any major investigative or prosecutorial step, and they authorize the Attorney General to stop the special counsel from proceeding. They also require the special counsel to seek reauthorization from the Attorney General every October 1 in order to press forward with his inquiry, and they allow the Attorney General to set the special counsel's budget. With Attorney General Jeff Sessions recused from the Russia investigation, oversight of the special counsel falls to the Deputy Attorney General, Rod Rosenstein. So if President Trump wants to halt Mr. Mueller's inquiry, he can order Mr. Rosenstein not to reauthorize the special counsel's investigation this October or to starve the special counsel of funds. If Mr. Trump wants to stop Mr. Mueller even sooner, he can instruct Mr. Rosenstein to exercise veto power over the special counsel at every step of the way. And if Mr. Rosenstein rebuffs the president's commands, Mr. Trump could replace him with a loyalist who will follow his instructions. Neither bill deals with these scenarios, and yet they're the likeliest avenues for Mr. Trump to interfere with Mr. Mueller's work. A better bill would provide Mr. Mueller with more than just protection against removal. At a minimum, it would require the Attorney General or the Deputy Attorney General in the event of recusal to inform the House and Senate Judiciary Committee chairman and ranking members immediately if he interferes with a special counsel investigation. Under the current regulations, the Attorney General need not report to Congress until after the end of an inquiry. An even stronger measure would prohibit such interference altogether, as the old independent counsel statute did. It would also eliminate the annual reauthorization requirement, and it would supply Mr. Mueller with a stable budget. President Trump has shown himself willing to go as far as the law allows him, and perhaps farther. Under existing rules, he has the power to derail the special counsel's inquiry, and the new bills do little to change that. A tougher law is needed to keep Mr. Mueller's investigation on track.